In fact, it was just about every day I was beaten, degraded, or abused. So the start of my life was really difficult and painful for me. My mother, who was abused herself as a child, was filled with anxiety and rage and anger, and that fury came out on me very often. In fact, it was just about every day I was beaten, degraded, or abused. That's what it felt like. Now, the beatings came either from her open hand, slapping me, or it came from a closed fist. And she would pummel me, and I would go on the floor and roll into a little ball, trying to flail out and try to protect myself, starting at about 3. So that certainly was painful and terrifying and scary, and I endured that. When the humiliation came also, because of those beatings and degradation, it caused symptoms for me. I was terrified at night. I had to sleep with a light on. I was scared of the dark. I bit my nails to where the cuticles were bleeding, and I bit them down to where you hardly saw the nail. And sometimes they get infected, and they would take me to the doctor, and he'd have to, it was like gangrene. He'd have to slice it with a scalpel and get the pus out, and that was painful. So that was my anxiety as a child. And what else? I had nightmares, horrible nightmares, where either monsters were chasing me, or there was one recurring nightmare that I had for years. In the back of the apartment where we lived, I saw, this was the dream. In front of me, about maybe 25 feet, 30 feet, was this big cauldron, black cauldron. And a witch was stirring the cauldron. And she looked like the witch in The Wizard of Oz, the big hat and the cape, the black cape. And all of a sudden, she's stirring it, and she turns towards me and she says, "I'm going to cook you first, and then I'm going to eat you."
Ooh.
So that was really scary. And I had that for years.